What happens when a single stretch of water, just 21 miles wide, suddenly severs a quarter of the world's oil supply? In 2026, the closure of the Strait of Hormuz after the US and Israel launched strikes on Iran forced the world to confront this question. As war rippled through the Persian Gulf, the impact spread far beyond the battlefield, upending fuel markets and daily lives across continents. At the heart of it all, how long will it take for the world's fueling lifelines to recover, and what will it cost? The Strait of Hormuz has long been recognized as the world's most critical energy choke point. In late February 2026, conflict erupted after the U.S. and its ally Israel took military action against what they described as serious security threats emanating from Iran. Iran responded with force, leading to the closure of the strait. With a quarter of global seaborne crude bottled up overnight, panic gripped the markets. Prices responded instantly. By May, U.S. gasoline averaged $4.55 a gallon, a leap of $1.50 since the war's onset and up from pre-war levels of around $3 per gallon. This wasn't just a number at the pump, it was a shockwave through every supply chain. Refineries in Asia and Europe found themselves scrambling for alternate sources. Shipping companies rerouted tankers, often at steep premiums. Some refineries slowed or even halted operations, unable to secure enough crude. The conversion of crude oil into usable fuel is a process that takes 30 to 60 days, and with the pipeline of supply abruptly choked, inventories dwindled fast. Diesel and jet fuel spiked as well, hitting airlines, truckers, and logistics firms globally. The effects cascaded through economies large and small. For the U.S. and Western allies, the pain was sharpest at the consumer level. Families recalculated budgets as fuel costs soared. Industries dependent on cheap energy faced rising expenses and tough choices. The summer driving season loomed, threatening even higher prices just as Americans prepared for Memorial Day travel. Analysts warned that if the strait remained closed, $5 gasoline was within sight. If it reopened, prices could fall quickly, but only to the mid to upper $3 range, still above pre-war levels. But even a sudden peace would not bring instant relief. Clearing the backlog of tankers, repositioning ships, and refilling storage tanks could take at least 3 to 5 weeks. Market experts cautioned that the so-called war premium, the extra cost added by uncertainty, would linger well beyond the last shot fired. Recovery estimates ranged widely, from 6 months, if all went smoothly, to up to 2 years if further disruptions emerged or infrastructure required repairs. The volatility itself bred caution. Any sign of renewed tension risked driving prices up again. All this unfolded against the backdrop of intense geopolitical calculation. The U.S. and its allies justified intervention citing national security and the need to deter regional threats. Iran, for its part, asserted its own strategic interests and right to self-defense. The legal and diplomatic arguments remain complex. Yet the economic fallout has not respected borders or positions. It's a stark demonstration of how interconnected and vulnerable the world's systems have become. For now, uncertainty reigns. Short-term price drops may come within days of a peace announcement, but lasting normalization is expected to take months or even years. Energy markets remain on edge, analysts hesitant to predict where prices will settle as summer arrives. The closure of the Strait of Hormuz is more than a regional crisis, it's a global lesson. One choke point, closed by conflict, can send shockwaves through the world economy, revealing just how exposed our daily lives are to geopolitical storms half a world away. The stories that define tomorrow are already unfolding today. Subscribe to Today in Context for clear, grounded analysis of the events shaping our world, one story at a time.